Hello dear students, this is Neha Sharma. Today in this video we are going to study stanza number 3 of poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum, which is written by Sir Stephen Spender in 1964. So dear students, we covered first two stanzas of this poem in our previous videos, where we learnt that, where we studied that in first stanza, poet has described the students who are there in that, who are studying in that slum school, right? And in second stanza, the poet has described the school or the classroom where these students have to go regularly and they are living monotonous life there. So let's see what is there in the third stanza. Here the tone of the poet Stephen Spender is very aggressive, right? Because he is saying that whatever the facilities are being provided, which are by the donations or whatever means they have collected that, so they are not of any use of the students or the children who are studying there, right? So let's see what is the third stanza. Then we will see the word meanings, explanation part and the poetic devices of this stanza. So it starts, surely Shakespeare is wicked. The map is a bad example, with ships and the sun and love, tempting them to steal for lives that slyly turn in their cramped holes, from fog to endless night. On the slag heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones and spectacles of steel, with mended glass like bottle bits on stones. All of their time and space are foggy slums, so blot their maps with slums as big as doom. So dear students, here in this stanza, the children of the slum, the poet is telling that the children of the slum, they are fighting a battle of life that is unarmed, right? So they are actually troubled by disease and despair. They are not happy. So that's why he is saying that for such kids, the writings and the poetry and the literary excellence of Shakespeare and the scenic beauty also, that is of no use. So that's why he is saying here that surely Shakespeare is wicked and the map is a bad example, because the map they are having there in the having in their classroom, that is not having the area, the slum area. Okay, so I think you haven't seen the map which is having the slum area is also, right? So that is why he is saying that Shakespeare is wicked, because his writings are not of any use, because his literary excellence is not going into their mind, because they are not getting such type of education, right? So this he wants to say here. And with ships and the sun and the love tempting them to steal. So here in the next lines he is saying that the map on the wall, that also give them the false aspiration, as it makes them aware of the beautiful word or the beautiful things which are made by the God, but that is not for them, that is for another group, another part of the society. They are, because they are deprived of all this, right? So they are saying, poet is saying here that their word is confined in the narrow slum streets, right? So that's why map is a bad example for them. And when he is talking about the ship, the sun and the love, that these all three words, they symbolize the happiness, but these children, they are deprived of all of these, right? And they only experience only hunger and poverty here in the slum area. So these things, the sun, the moon, the sun, the ships and the love. They tempt them to steal, because they want to get, they want to adopt some wrong means to get all these, because they are aware of all the things that what are going on outside their area. So they also wanted to get that type of luxury and access the basic amenities. So for that, what did they do? They adopted the wrong means. So even they try sometimes stealing also. So they live in the dirty and the filthy and the dingy cells, means the cramped holes, the small houses, from morning to night, right? And then from fog to endless night, here it is being shown that they used to live, every time they have to live such monotonous life, they have nothing to entertain and no source of entertainment is there. So that's why they are living from fog to endless night, from morning to night they have to live, means you may say the entire life they have to spend in such slum areas. On these slag heaps, so where we will see the meaning of slag, slag is what? Weak, right? So their bodies are too weak, right? They are very weak because they are malnourished. We have seen in standard number 1. So they are malnourished, they are not getting proper food. So that's why the bodies, when they sit there in the slum areas where everywhere there is garbage and litter all around, so on the slag heap these children wear skin peeped. Peeped means to glance or to look. So here he is describing the body structure of the children who are very weak, whose skin, it seems that bones is peeping out, bones are peeping out of skin. So they are very weak, right? So they wear spectacles also. One they have seen, the wear skin peeped through by bones, and spectacles of steel with mended glass. Mended means what? Repaired. And some of the students are of such type also who are using what? The glasses, spectacles, and those glasses they are using all those things, they are discarded. They are using discarded clothes, they are using discarded shoes, whatever they are using, that is discarded, right? So here the spectacles also which they are using, some of them, right, not all. So they are the discarded glasses in the spectacles, and their life is also like bottle bits. Bottle bits means what? The broken pieces. Their life is also scattered like small pieces of the glass which are scattered, right? That is not arranged life. All of their time and the space are foggy slum, and they have to live. Their word actually is, you know, comprised by the foggy slums. That is, they have to live their entire life, they have to spend their entire life there. And you know, here this map and whatever the facilities, you may say the so-called facilities, means the slum, you have understood the situation of the classroom, and whatever the facility, whatever the style and the standard of the education they are getting there, you may understood that very well, that why and what, that is only the government policy, and the people they are just earning, you know. So the middlemans, actually the middlemen, they are just getting, they are earning through them, right? But they are not taking care, they are not responsible, they are not showing any you know, responsibility towards them, that they should do something to improve their life, right? So that's why he is saying their entire life that they spend in such foggy slums. So all of their time and the space are foggy slum. They have to live every time in the slum area, right? So blot their maps with slums as big as doom. Blot here means to mark, and doom means disaster. So here in the last lines, the poet, the last line, the poet is actually requesting and urging immediately or urgently the middlemen and you may say the governor or the officers or the inspectors or the government or the representative of the governments to just take care about them, to just improve their standard, because that is urgently required by some of the people. But because these students, these children, they are not even getting the basic amenities there in the slum area, so they are needed such civilized life, so that they can also enjoy at least the basic amenities they should get in their life. So that's why he is requesting the people that this change should be urgently taken. Urgently there should be change in the life, right, so that they can also live a peaceful life. So this was the explanation of this third stanza. I have written some of the word meanings here. I hope you got it. Wicked is what? Evil or the bad. I have told you. Tempted means to persuade. Here where we did tempting them to steal, because whatever they see in the surroundings, so that persuade them to steal, because they also want to get such type of life which they see all around. Like they have there are the boundaries between them and the civilized people. So whenever they just get a chance to go, whether they work in their homes or something like that, so they also want to get such type of at least the basic amenities for their life. So that these all things are attracting. Tempting means to attract or to persuade, right, them to steal. Next is slyly means trickly, and cramped means confined, of very small size. Confined means very small size. Slag I have told you, weak. And peeped means to have a look or have a glance. Mended means to repair. Bottle bits are the broken pieces of, here it is used for the spectacles, and you may describe their life also with these bottle bits. Blot is to mark. So that's why in the last line he is urging the government to blot their map, right? Their like they should get the something which are required to live a life where they can get at least the basic amenities. So now just please note down these words, and next we will do the poetic devices used in this stanza. So here, dear kids, when we talk about the poetic devices used in the stanza number 3, let's talk about the first thing, that is for lives from fog to endless night. In this fourth line, from fog to endless night. So this is actually a metaphor used here, because the future of the slum children is without any hope, right? So that they are using means this comparison of the future is done with the endless night, right? So here it is a metaphor. Second is wear skin peeped through by bones. So this is the poetic device used in the fifth line. Wear skin peeped through by bones. So this is also metaphor here, because what here this line refers to the thin bodies of the children who are living in slum area, right? So this is also comparison without as and like. So this is what metaphor. Like bottle bits on the stone. Here in this line, sixth line, you can see here like bottle bits on the stone with mended glass. So this bottle bits is what? Like bottle bits on the stone, this is what? Their life, right? So their life, that their life has been scattered, that is like the bits of the glass, means the small pieces which are scattered here and there. So their life is comparing with the bottle bits. So this here he is using the word like. So this is what? It is simile. And the next is ships and sun. So this ship and sun is the adventure and the beautiful the land which is offering opportunities. So but here this is this is being used as symbol. So this is not given, this ship and the sun. with ship and the sun. So this is what symbol, where ship is expressing is a symbol of adventurous life, and sun is a symbol of a beautiful life, which is availing the facilities and the opportunities to the children, other children, not to the slum children, right? And one more you can say here, the slag heaps. One more is here that I forgot to write down, that is slag heaps. Yes, this one, slag heap also you may write down. So this is also a symbol, right? This is also a symbol, because the slag heap is what? This is a symbol of industrial waste. You can see the slum area, that is near industrial areas or outskirt areas. So there people used to throw the garbage and all that. So that is a symbol of that is a symbol also of the industrial waste and the toxic things, etc., right? So these are the poetic devices used in this stanza number 3. So this was explanation of stanza number 3. I hope you got it and understood it, because poem is long, so that is why we are doing it stanza wise. In our next video we will be covering stanza number 4, which is the last paragraph, and there we will see what is the mood and what Stephen Splendor want to say the people and the government, right, to change the life of slum children. I hope you got it. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay healthy. Please make notes of the explanation part and the poetic devices and the new words, because they are going to help you in your future. Thank you very much.